Hello and welcome to English News Bulletin of Hallabol. This is Rashmi here with you. Before moving to the details, let us have a look at the day's headlines. House-to-house checkup of COVID patients held in the state. Truthful journalism is not a crime but works, said Tripura Assembly of Journalists, countering Chief Minister Biplab Deb's remark. Senior Congress leader Gopal Roy took a dig on the Biplab-led government in the state, asked him to seek apology from the people. Now the news in details. Skyrocketing prices of essential commodities in one hand, and on the other people are jobless, facing workless situations, and above all COVID-19 crisis, making the lives of common people miserable. The BJP government remains a silent spectator. Let's look into the report. Rising prices of essential commodities coupled with joblessness and deflation in wages due to the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic are pushing the poor and middle class households in the state as well as the country to a point of severe distress. Cosmetic measures of the BJP government in the center is unable to address the situation. The retail prices of essential commodities are skyrocketing. Rates of items of everyday use like rice, pulses, potato, onion, cooking oil, eggs are increasing every single day. The price inflation measured in terms of the movement of wholesale price index and that of for consumer price indices became divergent soon after the impact of global financial crisis that has been felt in all over the country. It is high time to address these errors, the cause of huge divergences in wholesale and retail prices, if the policy makers really want to address the problem of the price inflationary pressure on the economy. The disease in the supply chain from the wholesaler to retailer and to the consumer needs to be identified and addressed. Instead, just talking about the shortfall in production and economy or citing the example of COVID pandemic. Talking about the Agartala city and Tripura, it came to be noticed that the price of potato, onion, eggs are increasing at an alarming rate every single day. Price of full tray of eggs owes to rupees 180 and has increased till rupees 220 in the last 10 days. People have no idea about the reason behind this price hike. No one could be found to have replied who designated the price and for what reason. Whereas on the other side, in these crucial times of COVID-19 pandemic, the health department advises to intake high protein diet in order to boost immunity, for which eggs are very much demanding these days, as most of the common people cannot afford meat or fish every day, but replaces it with eggs. The uncontrolled price hike of essential commodities adds to the miseries of common people. It is cutting the throats of millions today because the people find it hard to manage one square meal a day. Prices are doubling each day and more things are going beyond the reach of common people with every passing day. This is high time that the common people must raise voice and find out the root cause behind it. Bureau Report, Hallabol. House-to-house checkup of COVID patients held in the state. West Tripura District Magistrate Shailesh Yadav claims the rate of COVID infections has decreased in West Tripura. After the strict observation of the High Court and news reports on negligence in COVID-19 management from various media houses flashed against the Health Department of the state under Health Minister Biplab Kumar Dev, the government of Tripura has started house-to-house checkup of the COVID patients. Thursday, health department staffs and medical workers were seen wearing PPE kits and going house to house in order to check the COVID patients. Describing the initiative taken up by the health department, West Tripura District Magistrate Shailesh Kumar Yadav claimed rate of number of positive cases has decreased as compared to the previous times in the West Tripura district, and the people who are not having any severe symptom are at home isolation. For them, the health department has taken up the initiative of door-to-door checkup.
मैक्सिमम केसेस जो माइल्ड, मॉडरेट और एसिम्टोमेटिक है, जिनको ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत नहीं है, उन लोगों को हम होम आइसोलेशन में रख रहे हैं। होम आइसोलेशन के जितने पेशेंट हैं, हर पेशेंट को दिन में कम से कम एक बार कॉल किया जाता है। जिन लोगों को कोमॉर्बिडिटी है, मतलब जो लोग ज़्यादा एज के हैं, जिन लोगों को डायबिटीज़ है, जिन लोगों को ब्लड प्रेशर की बीमारी है, कुछ और बीमारी है, उन लोगों को दिन में 2 बार कॉल किया जाता है।
Here it needs to be mentioned that due to the lesser number of COVID tests performed these days, the number of positive cases are also low. The government should act on the order of High Court that has asked the government to start tests on full pace. Bureau Report, Hallabol. Truthful journalism is not a crime but our work, said Tripura Assembly of Journalists, countering Chief Minister Biplab Deb's not forgiving remark and constant attacks on media. Tripura Assembly of Journalists continues their battle to save the freedom of press in the state. Formed in an emergency time after the Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb openly threatened media followed by episodial attacks on journalists at many parts of the state, Tripura Assembly of Journalists are fighting for the constitutional rights of press and media. Thursday, in a meeting held in the press club at Teliamura subdivision, PTI journalist Jayanta Bhattacharjee said, Tripura Chief Minister has delivered a serious statement, but we did not take any major step against it yet. But we condemn it because such threats from the hierarchy is not at all acceptable and we cannot allow it to happen again in future. He added, we want the journalists of Tripura to support us because as journalists, their first duty is for the people of the state and to raise voice against any kind of. Bhattacharjee further added on that day, Chief Minister targeting a section of media said, he won't forgive them. What have we done? What cannot be forgiven? Is journalism equivalent to a crime by broadcasting public agonies? Questioned journalist Jayanta Bhattacharjee.
ওনারা আমাদের কাছে ক্ষমা চাওয়া উচিত, কিন্তু আমরা কিন্তু সেই কথা বলিনি। আমরা বলেছি যে এই যে উনি যে কথাটা বলেছেন, হ্যাঁ, এটা আমাদের কাছে ঠিক মনে হচ্ছে না। হ্যাঁ, সাংবাদিকদের সঙ্গে সরকারের যে সম্পর্ক, সেটা কর্ডিয়াল থাকা উচিত। হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু সেটা না করে উনি আমাদেরকে হুমকি দিলেন যে উনি আমাদেরকে ক্ষমা করবেন না। তো আমরা কি অপরাধী? আপনাদের কি মনে হয় যে আপনারা অপরাধী? আপনাদের জেলে যাওয়া উচিত, বা আপনারা এমন কোনো কাজ করছেন যে আপনাকে মানে ক্ষমা না করা উচিত, আপনাকে শাস্তি দেওয়া উচিত? আমার মনে হয় না যে গোটা সংবাদ মাধ্যম এমন কোনো কাজ করেছে যে আমাদেরকে এইভাবে কেউ হুমকি দিতে পারে। এবং রাজপুরুষেরা তখনই আমাদেরকে রক্তচক্ষু দেখায় যখন সত্য আমরা মানুষের কাছে প্রকাশ করি।
Statement of Chief Minister Biplab Deb on 11th of September got viral over the national platform. Media houses and journalists from every corner of the country started condemning his statement and questioned the democracy under his regime. Bureau Report, Hallabol. Former Pradesh Congress President and senior Congress leader Gopal Chandra Roy took a dig on Chief Minister Biplab Deb over his video message, asked Chief Minister to seek apology from the people of the state for his episodial false promises. Former Pradesh Congress President and CLP leader Gopal Roy took a swipe over Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb over his video message addressing the people of the state to raise their voice against the misrule going on under BJP rule in Tripura. Gopal Roy said a lot of people till time have lost their lives due to COVID-19. He said Chief Minister Biplab Deb promised that he would provide rupees 10 lakh compensation amount to the family who lost anyone due to COVID-19. Following, Tripura Chief Minister issued a circular 2 on 19th May 2020 which mentioned that the family of COVID deceased will get an amount of 6 lakhs from Chief Minister Relief Fund and 4 lakhs from the State Disaster Response Fund. Senior Congress leader Gopal Roy slammed the government on these false promises one after one, saying that sadly none of the COVID deceased family received any money yet. He demanded the Chief Minister should immediately solve the distress of the people who are jobless and workless and to give rupees 10 lakh to the COVID deceased families without any further delay.
মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী বলেছিলেন যারা কোভিড-19 মারা যাবেন তারা তাদের ফ্যামিলি 10 লাখ টাকা করে পাবে এবং সেই মোতাবেক উনি ওনার স্পেশাল সেক্রেটারি ডক্টর পি.কে. গোয়েলকে দিয়ে একটা সার্কুলার ইস্যু করিয়েছিলেন 19 মে 2020-এ, যে যারা মারা যাবে করোনা ভাইরাসে তাদের ফ্যামিলি 6 লাখ টাকা পাবে চিফ মিনিস্টার রিলিফ ফান্ড, 4 লাখ টাকা পাবে স্টেট ডিজাস্টার রেসপন্স ফান্ড থেকে। দুঃখ এবং পরিতাপের বিষয়, আজ অবধি কেউ 1 পয়সাও পায়নি। আমি মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর কাছে দাবি রাখব, পুজো আসছে, মানুষ না খেয়ে আছে, অনেকে কাজ নেই, কর্ম নেই, ওদের যারা মারা গেছে আপনার কথা মোতাবেক আপনার প্রতি ফ্যামিলিকে 10 লাখ টাকা করে অনতিবিলম্বে আপনি পেমেন্ট করার ব্যবস্থা করুন।
Gopal Roy further said it is a matter of shame that Chief Minister said the COVID-infected patients who are at home isolation will be provided rupees 1,500, but not a single penny has been given to any patient so far. He asked the Chief Ministers to seek apology from the people of the state for cheating them with false promises one after another. Gopal Roy criticized the statement when a government advocate in the High Court on favor of Chief Minister said that the Chief Minister's words are not law and the government is not bound to give anything if he has promised. Cabinet needs to pass the proposal.
ক্যাবিনেট রিজলে পাস করাতে হবে এই প্রপোজাল, তাইলে মুখ্যমন্ত্রী যে বক্তব্য রাখছেন মানুষের এজ এ চিফ মিনিস্টার, তাইলে এগুলি কলা পাতা, এগুলি কোনো দাম নেই। আইদার আমি বলবো, আমি দাবি রাখবো মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর কাছে, আইদার আপনি ইউ পাস অল দিস ফ্রম দ্য ক্যাবিনেট অর ইউ শুড অ্যাপোলোজাইজ টু দ্য পিপুল। যে
Considering the upcoming Puja days, Gopal Roy urged the Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev to think about the poor people in the state and provide them an amount of 10 or 15,000 directly to their hands before the Puja days. He also strongly criticized on the growing crimes in the state at an alarming rate. Bureau Report, Hallabol. Mumbai Police busted TRP racket. Commissioner Paramveer Singh of Mumbai Police made this revelation at press conference on Thursday. Arnab Goswami's Republic TV and other 2 Marathi channels accused in the issue. Mumbai Police on Thursday claimed to have busted a false TRP racket where households were apparently asked to keep channels switched on the entire day. The officers claimed that even in few uneducated homes, some English news channels remained switched on. Talking to the press, Mumbai Police Commissioner Paramveer Singh said that 4 people have been arrested in this issue and officers are searching the locations of their associates. He said TV advertising industry is worth rupees 30 to 40,000 crore. The rates are decided on the basis of TRP. Even if minor changes are made in TRP, it affects advertising. TRP is a tool to judge which TV programs are viewed the most and also indicates the viewer's choice and popularity of a particular channel.
TRP को मेजर करने के लिए एक BARC नाम की एक एजेंसी है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, जो कि TRP को मेजर करने का काम करती है। इस कार्य के लिए ये बैरोमीटर्स इंस्टॉल करते हैं देश भर में, अलग अलग शहरों में, और देश में, पूरे देश में लगभग 30,000 या उससे थोड़े अधिक बैरोमीटर्स लगाए गए हैं और लगभग 2,000 बैरोमीटर्स मुंबई में इंस्टॉल किए गए हैं TRP को मेजर करने के लिए। बैरोमीटर्स कहाँ इंस्टॉल किए गए हैं?
Attack on Mumbai Police and Maharashtra government in the Sushant Singh Rajput case was also involved in the TRP racket. Mumbai Police Commissioner further said TRP was being manipulated to increase revenue for the channel while creating losses for the other channels and advertisers. He named 3 channels involved in this racket, which are editor Arnab Goswami's Republic TV and other 2 Marathi channels. Commissioner said, in our investigation, we found that the households were being paid to run Republic TV channel on the TV sets for money.
ने एक हंसा नाम की कंपनी को दिया गया था। इन्वेस्टिगेशन के दौरान ये बात सामने आई कि कुछ एक्स एम्प्लॉइज हंसा के जो कि बीआरसी के साथ काम करते हैं, वो इस डेटा को कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर रहे थे, टेलीविजन चैनल से शेयर कर रहे थे और शेयर करने के बाद उन हाउस होल्ड्स को जिनका डेटा दिया जा रहा था, पैसा देकर टीआरपी को मैनिपुलेट करने का कार्य किया जा रहा था। जो मैनिपुलेटेड हाउस होल्ड्स थे, जो डेटा मैनिपुलेट किया जा रहा था,
On the other hand, BARC Broadcast Audience Research Council said that it appreciates the efforts of the Mumbai police and will provide the support if asked for. Arnav Goswami, on the other, denied the allegations and accused Commissioner Paramveer Singh to have framed Republic TV because he fears that something fishy on Sushant Singh Rajput case will come out. Bureau Report, Hallabol. Well, that's all from the English desk at this moment. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Hallabol.